Welcome back to another episode of Collins View Peeps. Yeah, and if you notice, we just moved our direction from AUD/USD, GBP, JPY to Euro USD. Reason being, my trading session, I'm in Nigeria, so my trading session falls within London and two hours into London and 2 hours into New York. Okay, these are my trading sessions, just 4 hours a day, but yeah, I needed something that I could do while I was active rather than trading Asian pairs, that move really great at night or get to their supply and demand zones at night when I'm probably asleep or too tired to even look at the chart. Okay, so yeah, I just changed that to accommodate my time zone and everything, because as you know, the market is fractal and everything about structure remains the same. So always we're going to be starting with the higher time frame perspective. As you can see, the market right now is what's currently on a bullish trend, reacting from a supply broke structure to the downside for, okay, let's say for the weekly, you can see clearly there has been no break of structure. Okay, just a reaction from demand, from supply going back to demand, and reaction from that demand all the way above. Okay, yeah, and as you can see, this is an evening star for the weekly. This is an evening star, so there's a possibility of this evening star leading to this bearish movement. Okay, so well, but right now what are we seeing? A bullish weekly zone, because this is also like a morning star. This right here is also what, a morning star, green with this candle. So we just have to be careful and watch, because right now the market seems like it's in a consolidation zone. Let's go down to the daily. For the daily time frame, as you can see, while reacting from the supply, grabbing this liquidity here, then break of structure to the downside. Okay, break of structure to the downside. We're breaking the daily now, as you can see, is bearish. Weekly still bullish, but daily bearish. 4 hour bearish. Okay, so now as you can see, the higher time frame currently is bearish. But well, now let's dive back. Let's go back to the past before we come down to complete our higher time frame analysis. Let's go down to the previous week. What happened in the previous week? Okay, so we're going to the 15 minutes, and I'll use my Asian indicator to calculate backwards, time backwards. This is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. All right. Yeah, this is Monday. You can see Monday there were sales playing out. This was a high, a low. So we're looking at these supply zones here for the market to keep going bearish. As you can see, never got the reaction from this place. There was a little sell opportunities here represented. Okay, so yeah, we took some entries. If we go down to the 5 minutes, okay, as you can see, there was a little break of structure here. This ended up being a loss. Then I wanted to take the flip zone trade, demand supply turning to demand. But as you can see, this led to another loss, which gave us the opportunity for another sell. Like I said, the flip. So I took it from here, reacted all the way to this zone. This was like almost a 1 to 2, but never got to the 1 to 2 position. But I had partial out. And on this day here, actually I had my position in break even, but I don't know what happened. The market kept diving right into my stop loss, past the stop loss, refused to close for some reason till it got to this highs before it closed. Well, I guess that's just some of the market errors with the brokers. Actually, MFF I was using, I guess these are just one of the errors with them. So as you can see, there's another break of structure here. If we go down to the 3 minutes, that's how I got into this trade. Yeah, that's how I got into this trade. And I was able to hold all the way to these zones till about almost 10 p.m. Then I closed out the position, because if you're familiar with the markets, around 10-11 p.m. Nigerian time, GMT +1, UTC +1. So the spread actually came back all the way to this high. Just spread, the price was still here, but the spread was like really this high. So I had to close my opportunities to avoid the winning position turning to a loss unnecessarily. Okay. Then on Tuesday we came down to the market looking for possible sell positions all the way from these areas here. As you can see, go down to the 3 minutes. can see, looking at the 3 minutes, there was no clear entry. Okay, there was no clear entry for this 3 minutes, so I believe there was no trade right here for me. Then yeah, I came back looking for buys around this. Okay, I came back looking for buys around these areas here. As you can see, there was a little break of structure here. This, I was kicked out here. I was looking at this time frame here. I was kicked out here because I felt it reacted from like a breaker here, broke structure. I was kicked out of this. Then there was another entry that presented here. This. Well, this moved a little bit of significant amount before it came back down, but I believe with this it's supposed to have the partials out. And also I had a position open here. Looking at this demand, taking this high. Okay, it was actually an equal high. I had a position open here, just for risking sake. I felt, well, it was going to break structure, so what the hell. And then on opening this position, I can see this. Okay, this was liquidated, and then I noticed this break of structure, so I felt, well, the market was still going to get bullish entries here. And as you can see, there's a little bit of reversal there, and then the break of structure to the downside again. So it's just what it is. And I came back on, this was Monday, Tuesday, I came back on Wednesday. And here I got a position here all the way from this lows here. There's a 3 minutes break of structure. As you can see, this was a break of structure, and come here again, you see high, low, and as a break of structure occurred, I used the market execution and waited for it here, because there's a retracement after this break of structure, retracement here, breaking this full high. I put my entries here. You can see the market dancing, getting all the way to this high. I was thinking, oh god, we're gone, we're shooting to the skies. But guess what happens? Back all the way to this demand. By then I was already out break even. Because I was expecting the market to continue buying from here. I was already out break even at these zones here. Then when the market got back here, breaking these highs again, there was another entry opportunity here which I took. And down that actually led us all the way to, I think it was around the same risk here. So that was about the 5 pips, and I used the 1%. Okay, it's about the 5 pips, and I used the 1% yesterday here, and I took it all the way to these highs. Yeah, I was able to bank an 8% on that trade, making up for all the losses that I made out for the week and this and that and that. Yeah, so, but unfortunately on Thursday I came back with a mindset of, okay, yeah, this was supposed to keep buying, then okay, actually I came back looking for a sell position because of, as you can see, there was a break of structure here. So I tried getting from here. You see there was a little break of structure in that zone as well again, but as you know, the markets, we have no control. That ended up being a loss, which was how it liquidated the high at the 4-hour zone, thereby leading to another break of structure. But by this time, I was waiting for the entry here, so I missed this trade. I was waiting for the entry here. As you see the candle, I didn't use the breaker. I was waiting for the entry here from the 3 minutes candle, but the market decided to react from the breaker, and that has half of been bearish from that zone up onto today. Okay, it was been bearish from that zone up onto today, and that was on a Thursday. So yeah, this zone here, there was still a little bit of buy opportunities trying to present here, but we got missed out on those. Yeah, the market just got bearish in an instant, and we kept on going bearish. Okay, there's a reaction from this zone, the 4-hour time frame. Here. So you can see Asian low has been grabbed. I noticed some bullish intent here, and I was like, okay, I think this market is about to get bullish. And then all of a sudden, you see the massive sales, very massive sales. If I was to use, okay, that was like a 2 pips. If I was to use that, this is going to be like, oh well. very massive sales that played out. And yeah, this was on Friday. After I noticed these sales on Friday, I just closed my laptop, decided to go do something else because I was already out and I was waiting for these buys again, all the way from these zones here. I didn't pick up these buys from these zones here, and they never got there. So I'm currently projecting sales for the week. So now let's look at the sales and projection for the coming week. Okay, as you can see, for the coming week, we follow the 4-hour time frame. We see what is happening in the weekly and what is happening in the daily, but I believe I don't have that time to wait for a daily move, so I trade the 4-hour, 1-hour time frame. This is a higher time frame break of structure. Okay, so now if you go down to the 1 hour, you can see, yeah, clearly this was a reaction. Was this a reaction from this demand? Okay, this is a reaction from this breaker here all the way from the demand, but not from the actual order block itself. Okay, so there's a tendency, or there's a possibility of the market continue going bearish. There's a tendency of the market continue going bearish. Alright, so let's go down to the 4-hour. Yeah, so you see where we're waiting for the sell positions. There was a little reaction all the way from this demand, so this is like a 4-hour. There was a reaction from the 4-hour. I beg, let me keep your voice down a bit. There was a reaction from the, it even reacted from the 4-hour, as you can see, reacted from the 4-hour breaker, and then, I beg now. There was a reaction from the 4-hour supply, and sorry, there's reaction from the 4-hour breaker. I'm a little distracted, pardon me about that. There's a reaction from the 4-hour breaker, so that's why you're seeing this buy retracement, and it's a retracement for the sell positions to continue, because as you can see, we are there from a higher time frame supply as well. As you can see, coming from a supply zone break, hitting the supply again, and now we're seeing another break of structure. Okay, so what do we expect for the market to continue selling next week? Okay, so these are the positions we're waiting for the sell. As you can see, obviously this is a breaker zone. This is a breaker zone where you could be expecting a flip for the market to continue going down. But then the other blocks are waiting for that to happen here. This was a reaction here that reacted from this demand. So there's a possibility of it getting to that supply above the breaker for it to continue selling for the coming week. Alright. So what do? We expect to see something like this. A buy all the way to these zones here, then maybe a little retracement, sales to continue. Okay. Something like this here, or something like this here. Alright. That's what we're expecting to see for the week. That's pretty much it for EURUSD. And then when we're expecting to see something like that, we're looking for a 5 minutes break of structure, or at least a 3 minutes break of structure from our zones here. So let me mark the 15 minutes candle inside the 4 hours, so you see that clearly. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to see something like that from any of these zones here for the sales to be playing out for the week. Just have to be patient, see your entry criteria, place it, and then what do you expect? Creating a new low. That's what we're looking for the coming week. Alright, so see you guys on the next one. And yeah, it's good to see we're back. You know, we're back better and stronger.